Welcome back to The Betrayed. I'm Gina Beck.
This is Drew Williams.
Thank you for listening, liking, commenting, and subscribing. We appreciate y'all, especially the reviews on Apple Podcasts. It really means a lot.
Yeah, and like always, thank you again for that continued support and that hashtag Banana Cats.
How are you, Drew?
I'm doing all right, G. How are you?
I'm doing well. I have a lot of stuff coming up. So tonight, we're kind of like double recording for you guys. I have a lot of business things and just gonna go visit family, just a bunch of stuff. So you guys will be seeing that in the next couple weeks. So yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be quite an adventure for you. You're going all over the place.
I know, it's going to be crazy. So let's jump in to this episode. This is from KTLA. This article, I guess detectives in Fontana arrested a man who was accused of being an internet child for the second time in less than 1 month. This was reported on Tuesday. Saji, 37, was arrested on February 17th on suspicion of possession and distribution of child material. The Fontana Police Department said Saji was bailed out of custody only to be arrested again. Detectives discovered evidence on Saji's electronic device that indicated he had been communicating with multiple individuals and paying them. Police said in a news release. Detectives worked with the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office and obtained a new arrest warrant for Saji. He was arrested for the second time on Monday on suspicion of contact or communication to commit a sexual act and knowingly hire to participate in the production of child material. Fontana police have been on top of this case. Saji is accused of making payments to the via Venmo and Cash App and use the following screen names. 3 Snapchat names are Jason D. XOC Drunk X, Saji SQ. 2 Kik names or Keek, people pronounce it 2 different ways. Drunk SQ, hoping for a chance. He had a Wicker, which is XOC Drunk X, and 2 Venmos, XOC Drunk X, Saji SQ, and a Cash App, XOC Drunk X. Detectives are seeking the public's help with identifying additional victims in this investigation. Anyone who may have had contact with Saji on the provided social media platforms are urged to contact the Fontana Police Department, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force at 909-356-3310. Or at jmoyer@fontana.org. That will definitely be linked in the description for you guys to see his face and have access to that phone number and email yourselves. And if you guys know anything, please reach out. I mean, that's tragic. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. In less than 1 month, he was already picked back up. It just proves once again, what we always say, how they're always going to repeat again. There's no stopping them.
Yeah, it's a sick routine, and people just say why? Why? We don't know why. They just have this urge and they want to fulfill it any way they can, and it's disgusting. It's very unfortunate and disgusting. And you just need to pay attention to your children and what they're using. Snapchat is an app that I think nobody under the age of 18 should be on, and that should be by law a rule. Don't know why it's not. I think 13 and older you're allowed on that app. Same with Instagram and Facebook. You have to be 13. Same with TikTok. You have to be 13. Should be 18 and older. Can't smoke cigarettes or drink alcohol till you're 18 and older. You shouldn't have access to platforms that have adults doing and disgusting things on platforms. Whether or not there's community guidelines, there's still those people. No matter what. The robots on these platforms cannot keep up with all of the stuff, and over half of it doesn't even get reported. The real stuff doesn't even get reported, over half, guaranteed. I mean, I I was on Instagram. My friend sent me a live that was going on, and you know how Instagram has the new update where you can have 4 people up in your live at the same time.
Yeah.
This live had the this live had the 4 boxes on the screen. Guess what all of them were doing? They were having in each box their own form of with people. And it was just okay. There was like 20K on this live watching it, nobody reporting it, nobody caring, and yet there's people who go down wearing fully clothed items because they're getting mass reported, or fully clothed items because of a caption or a misunderstanding. It doesn't make sense, and that's why I think instead of trying to have robots go after these false reports or even true reports, there should be real humans on the team, and then children under 18 should not be allowed on these apps, period. If you can't smoke a cigarette or drink alcohol until you're 21, feel like until you're like, or 18, I think you have to be 18 to smoke cigarettes, or is it 21 now?
I know in California it's 21. I don't know if that's a federal thing or not, but California it's 21 for sure.
Used to be 18 to smoke, always 21 to drink, but then, yeah, I'm pretty sure they changed the smoking age to 21. But I just think 18 or 21, whatever age that people I agree on, I feel like that should be the same thing. It's just kids are roaming free on all these apps. Their parents, some of them don't even know how to use most of them, and they're getting affected by like that is the most modern way to abuse someone is through these social media apps. So just pay attention, be careful, and I would come up with other ways to entertain your child than a tablet, honestly.
Big facts. This is a good segue too, talking about people being on the internet using these apps to people. This was reported at a Las Vegas March 5th. 14 arrested in undercover operation targeting online. Following a joint effort by several agencies in southern Nevada, 14 people were arrested for trying to select from online. Undercover agents posed as Jews from March 2nd to the 3rd. After they were arrested for by the suspects, a meeting was set up and the suspects were arrested. Members of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's Child Task Force, Southern Nevada Task Force, and the Nevada Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force came together for the 2-day operation. In the article, there's a whole list of all their names. We'll link it so you can see them and their names, but they range from 22 up to 50 years old. These 14 suspects were booked into North Las Vegas Community Correction Center for with the use of a computer to gauge conduct. Metro Police say they would like to remind parents to discuss online safety with their children to prevent them from becoming victims of predators. I mean, the article led us right into this one. So it's like, this was 2 days they found 14 guys at one police department, and great work on all of them, because if you look at picture of these guys, they don't look like, they look like a guy that could be your neighbor. And this kind of leads me, I'm just going to go on a rant here. We have one other one that happened, we missed back in February. I just found this a few days ago. This was reported from the New York Daily News. 34 suspect child busted in Operation Broken Hearts. Police in Arizona have arrested 34 suspected accused of targeting for sex crimes and human. The multi-agency sting dubbed Operation Broken Hearts nabbed men and women from 21 to 66-year-olds, most of whom live in the Phoenix area, according to police. As part of the investigation, officers and undercover detectives place ads on websites and smartphone apps commonly sought by people looking to engage in illegal sex with children, the Phoenix Police Department said in a news release. The suspect charged in the operation responded to one of the ads believing they were communicating with the child and then solicited and or brokered deals for various acts. The charges they face include human trafficking, child trafficking, attempted conduct with a minor, lure for possession of dangerous drugs, and furnishing harmful material to a excuse me. Phoenix police were joined in the effort by police departments of Mesa, Tampa, and Chandler, as well as the Attorney General's Office and Homeland Security investigations. Authorities urge those who know about anyone being trafficked to contact their local police departments or National Human Rights Hotline. And it always blows me away that we're the ones here talking about this all the time when you supposedly have this whole community that's out there to save the children, and nobody talks about these busts. Police are busting guys. I'm not saying they're getting everyone, but they are for sure out there finding these guys. They're using similar tactics that we were using before. They're realizing that they're on these apps. I can't say anything bad about it. It's good for 34 in a 2-day sting. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's even, I just came across an article. Tri-Cities team caught, people in Tri-Cities, and then it happened in Walla Walla, which is not too far from me as well. And so, like, it's just, which is my area, which is close to home, which is nice to see. And I guarantee if you guys look up stuff like this around your area, it's happened a lot, like, pretty recent, more recent than you probably think. So they're definitely on top of it. And I think more than we've ever seen. We definitely pay attention, and it's more than I've ever saw. And I hope that it continues that way. And I think it's definitely it could lead into like things changing, I hope. I mean, that's what we could hope for. The more and more that there's a focus on this and that they're working on this, hopefully change comes of it. The more they catch, you know what I mean? There just has to be some day where something happens, whether it's the age of consent is different. You have to be older or younger. We don't know. But either way, it's going to happen. And hopefully we're prepared for either outcome. And if it goes the outcome we don't want it to be, well, here we are. We've been telling you for 80 some episodes, and we're going to tell you for 8 million more episodes.
Absolutely.
We gotta stay focused, consistent, and want change in order for change to happen. So thank you guys for listening, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Be sure to check your kids' devices. Do whatever you have to do. Share all the Save Our Children things that you can. Don't stop talking about it, but make sure that you're presenting facts. As long as you're presenting facts, that's all that matters. Until next time, Banana Cats.
Yeah, until next time, Banana Cats. Much love. Peace.